Let's get it, man.
Okay. So welcome to another episode of Stereo Sundays. Correction from last time where I carried the 56 from our in-studio episode and brought it here. But yeah, this is our second episode of Stereo Sundays. Cordell, how you feeling? What's good?
I'm feeling great, man. It's been a great week. It's been super stressful just working and shit, but other than that, it's been super blessed. How you been?
I've been okay. I've been chilling for the most part. I'm just looking forward to ADW. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yo, back to you. I want you to get yourself prepared, but how are you feeling in general still?
Yeah, so ADW, let me break down what ADW is before Matt gets into his little spiel here.
Little
So,
bag.
so ADW, you know what I mean? Like, I just been working very hard this whole year. And I'm trying to, get back into the whole podcasting bag, but
I know.
Dougie's not really making it like easy for us or anything.
Dougie's fucking it up for us stuff.
Actually, wait, Matt. Let's see what I have to say.
Pretty good. Not doing too bad. Still dealing with some mental shit, but it's all good. Keep on the work grind, and that makes you feel pretty good when you just throw your head into other things.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that, Matt. I feel that.
Honestly.
So see how Matt was saying, like the mental health kind of is a little shaky. So, boom. I said, yo, same shit. I've just been working bare, but it's like I need a little something to look forward to, you know what I mean? So I have planned ADW. What does ADW mean? Is what Cordell meant to say. Well, ADW.
I'm waiting for you. You've been saying you're going to explain what ADW is. I'm waiting for you. I'm not trying to cut you off.
ADW is a DV weekend.
Saying do you already booked the Airbnb, eh?
Little sunlight. Wait, does this work here? Hold on, let me try this. Does that work? Can you hear that or no? I'm trying to use
put it on put on Siri. Oh yeah.
I'm leaving that alone.
Alicia, whatever her name is again.
But yeah, I plan a little ADW just because just niggas need something to look forward to. And I'm just doing it by myself. So it is just for me just to go down to Toronto and just experience how the Toronto life is.
ADW means a day away? I'm trying to understand.
Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense to you?
Well, for me personally, ADW means a day away.
Wait. Okay, let's stay here. Actually,
that's what I'm getting.
A day
away.
So that's ADA.
I'm fucking out. Allow me.
Yes.
It's been a long day. I'm thinking way is just a straight W.
Oh my God.
Okay,
ADW is a DV weekend.
A DV weekend?
A DV weekend. Get it right.
Yes. You're so gay. You're so fucking.
Cordell, you're not allowed to say that.
I'm sorry.
What if I was gay? Yes. Are you gonna make niggas feel uncomfortable? Yes.
Well, this is gonna be the last Sunday weekend.
No. We here still. So yeah, I just planned that. Just for me, just to go. You did something like that, I think last year or 2 years ago, and I said that was like super dope. So honestly, I'm just doing this shit by myself, and just so I could just get away from everything.
Getting away is probably the best thing you could possibly do. It's not like you're running away from whatever you're dealing with, but it's just a way for you to just get away from like your everyday life and just being able to hang out yourself, able to like regroup and rethink everything that you're doing. And make a better plan for your future. Make a better plan, like a short-term plan, a long-term plan for yourself. And those 2-3 days you have away is honestly great. And honestly, me experiencing that last year was a big turning curve for me.
Yeah, I thought that was a crazy thing at first. Like, yo,
yeah, you were just
doing something. Just okay. That's some okay, that's different. But yeah, no, it gives me something to look forward to, and I just can't wait. I just think I personally
That's
need it
healthy.
and deserve it too.
Healthy. It's very, very,
Mm,
very healthy for you still. And I feel like honestly, I want to hear from you after the weekend. I don't even want to link up with you that weekend. Like maybe we'll link
that's
up on the
cool.
first day.
No, I don't want to
But
see
like,
you either.
all right, bet. But I will link up with you after and just hear what you have to say because you're gonna be away from like your everyday people, like your pops, your moms, or whatever it may, and like work and everything. And you'll be like, wow, like
Oh yeah, and
wow,
I'm definitely taking that day off work too. No cap,
wow.
no kizzy. The Friday, yeah, I'm taking that day
Yeah,
off
bro.
still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it's about,
because
man. How about
we ain't
you?
doing
It's
no
like
rushing shit. Mm-mm.
sometimes you gotta be selfish, bro. Every single day about other people, and now you be about yourself. So you matter.
Um, random question. When a girl tells you she has no gag reflex, what do you think about? Like, where does your mind
Yakking,
go?
yakking. I think if my piece goes too far in her throat, she's yakking everywhere.
If she doesn't have a gag
Oh,
reflex,
she doesn't.
yo,
Oh,
Cordell, you gotta
then
get it together, fat.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize to all the viewers and you and
and,
Matthew.
and
Especially.
Matt, and
And
Matt,
Matt, I
don't forget
apologize
Matt.
to you. Oh, Matthew has something to say. Give me one second.
My mind goes into the damn gutter with that.
This guy just go to the gutter.
Yeah, Cordell. If she says
The
she
shorty
doesn't
says
have
she
a
doesn't have a
gag
gag
reflex.
reflex. I'm in her throat, half her stomach.
Why do you guys think so nasty? I'm thinking, yo, if she's ever choking on something, for me to do CPR on her is gonna be
Oh,
easier. That's
okay,
what I'm
okay. Yeah,
thinking
you're
about.
you know for a fact when you heard me say what I said, you straight went to that shit. You're a fucking capping ass nigga.
No, come on, bro. Come
Bullshit.
on. Come on. Come on.
I hate DB. I hate DB. He knows
It's
exactly
like,
what he's
whoa,
doing.
she must be able to eat a lot of food then. through her throat.
Oh my god.
I wonder how she eats purple pickles and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
bite at a time. Yeah, small bites. You fucking guy, bro.
so okay, so what topics shall we get into for
Yeah, bro.
our little Sunday stereo Sunday segment? What do you
Sunday fun
guys
day.
what are
We're
you
gonna
trying to
start
get
calling this
into?
shit. We're gonna start calling this shit Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day, yeah,
I
let's
have
go.
one for you guys. One second, Matthew. Load. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get into my shit. There's a fire one I saw, and I was like, "Yo, this is gonna be fire for the man devs." So,
Mm-hmm.
normalizing women's body hair. So, my thing is for you guys: are you guys cool with girls having hair on their legs, hair on the thighs, and hair down there? Are you guys cool with it, or you guys rather be fully clean, or are you guys just rolling?
Mm, okay, that's like it depends how like how bad it is. But hair on the legs is cool. I don't really care about that. On the
Mm.
thighs is cool. I don't really care about that. On the
Mm.
pokes, that's
Ooh,
gonna
ooh,
that's gonna
ooh.
get into the way of some things for me, for
That's gonna
myself.
get some wasting things for you. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But we had this talk before.
Honestly,
We had this talk
honestly, I'm
before.
cool with it. I'm cool with
Yeah,
it. I'm
it's.
rolling. I don't like hair. I don't like hair is like the thing that's the back of my head. Like I don't really care if give a damn about that, but other things do matter. But like that one thing, I'm rolling. I'm rolling because
Okay, so let's.
timing be rolling into play sometimes, and it maybe on a one tip where you meet the girl and like she didn't have time to do it and maybe all the things and like
Yeah, like
yo,
that's
you get
not
into
gonna
some shit
stop
and
me.
you're like,
That's not gonna stop me from getting Mission Impossible done. Like I'm gonna do the mission still. Like they called me and I already took the mission. I'm gonna do it, right?
bet.
But it's
Bet.
like it's gonna be different.
Let's hear what the producer have to say still. Let's hear what the producer has to say.
I don't like hair in my food. Just saying.
Exactly. Nah, that's exactly it. That is exactly it. Like, come
Foul.
on.
I
What
don't like
if?
hair in my food.
Nah, cause Matt, you already know Matt's
I
eating the
like
pokes
that.
off rip, so I feel him on that too. I feel him on that.
I'm
Yeah,
cool
that's
with it still. I'm cool with it. 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 I'm rolling. I'm rolling. It's okay.
not out here.
Especially during quarantine. You don't when you're in like a wish. Like Gonna.
Nah, cause yo,
You
and
expect her? You expect her to have that shit on smooth? Like, nah, fam. You can't
I
expect to have that shit on smooth.
mean,
Nah,
okay,
what do you mean?
okay.
You're wilding, fam. You're wilding. You're
All
wilding.
all I'm saying is I appreciate clean plate. I appreciate clean plate, and I don't want to complain to the owner. Yo, there's hair in my food.
Okay. All
Know what
right.
I mean, so
You and Matt are in the same place still, I guess.
yeah.
You guys are on the same plate. I feel that.
So recently, let's get off this. Let's get off
Yeah, because
this.
you guys are wilding.
Anyways, I wanted to go back to this whole, and I know this is the last time we're gonna talk about it
All
until
right. It probably won't be the last time we talk about, but go ahead.
nah, this is gonna be the last time we talk about it until the case happens, right? Actually, speaking of case, I want to just say I'm so happy that that nigga is guilty.
Yeah, that's light work.
The
That's light.
officer, the ex-officer. I'm
If
just,
he
I just,
wasn't gonna be guilty, fam, it would have been bacchanal in the streets. It would have been straight
and I'm sure they're
lewdness.
gearing up for that in the States, but I'm just happy the
Sure.
fact that they actually made the right move and actually did that because honestly,
Honestly,
that should set precedent for other cases like that. And honestly, in my head, I've been like having this like little like play out of just a comparison of the exact like death and the whole case. It's like, yo, this officer is literally choking some guy with his hands right now, and then it's just like, oh, we ended up in court because it wasn't that obvious or what? Like
that
it's
was
the
the
exact
biggest
same
waste
thing.
of
So
time. That should have already been obvious enough that like he should have been going to jail for life. Simple enough. But my whole thing is, I was always thinking, but like, if this guy actually gets like let out and like be able to walk the streets, this guy's gonna be dead within the first day. But then I thought about he's gonna be under witness protection because you already done know there's gonna be man hunting for him. There's gonna be man hunting for him. So
yeah,
I feel like on like the people that were like making the decision on if he's gonna be guilty or not guilty, I think
the
that was a
jury.
big thing. I think it was the big thing for them is like if we make the wrong decision, it's gonna be a big thing in the streets, and it's gonna be 100% on our conscience.
That never
So
stopped them before though. That's why this is such a big
facts,
thing
but
now.
I feel like in this kind of in this state, I feel like this was on their conscience where like they could have easily went with what was happening where oh he was on drugs or his deaths related to drugs and all that bullshit and made a wrong decision. But I feel like they made a right decision saying that like yo, it's clear as day happened video, hence why we don't need to be in court to why this decision is right and he should be going to jail for the rest of his life. Simple enough.
Well, the case really turned when most of the other officers and just a bunch of just the people pretty much just said like, "Yo, we don't condone that. We're not rolling with what he did or any of the shit. Like that wasn't in any of the practice or anything like that." So I feel like it's more so just the witnesses or the people that they called to the stand
To the
more
stands.
so,
Yeah.
not really the jury. But the jury got it right. The
You're
jury
to
got
go
it right.
right.
So I'm happy about that. What I originally was gonna talk about, and after again, we're not talking about it until this case does happen. Yo, you innocent until proven guilty.
Facts.
No,
That's
right?
true.
Okay, okay.
But
So we leaving Tory
I feel like
Lanes alone. We leaving him
oh my
alone, and he's
god.
gonna keep collecting his bags.
Oh my
That's
god.
and that's all. That's all I had to say. That's all I had to say. We're gonna leave him alone and
Oh my
keep doing what you're
god.
doing. Cause that live
Like
performance
is it
shit,
hey,
he killed that shit. He
hey,
smoked it.
as long as there's no video evidence of your bitch ass doing dumb shit, then yeah, sure. Sure. We can roll with that.
Yeah, that's where I
We
stand
can
on
roll
that
with that for sure.
situation.
That's madness
Um,
though.
And I heard that he's in a movie actually as well. It's
Tory
called
Lanez is in a movie.
yeah, it's called I know what you did last summer.
I know what you did last summer. I know what you did last winter.
No, Colonel, that was a joke because that I did it. I said it. That was a joke.
Oh
This is
my
not serious.
bastard. You fucking idiot. Yo,
um.
Matthew.
Oh, Colonel's calling on Matt. Okay.
Wait that one. What you gotta talk to us about? I know Matt has a look at 1-2 for us. Yeah, I know he's been saving up some smoke for us still. But on a side note, DV, what have you been watching on Netflix or anything? Because I know Bears has been coming out, Canva, Cave, and all the other bullshit.
What the fuck is
Cave.
this? Same shit. Like I just finished watching Snowfall. Snowfall is just a drug dealer show. Girl, you laughing because you don't know it, but a lot of people know
No, I'm
about
not
this. So
because that name's hilarious.
Snowfall is a hilarious name.
Snowfall for a TV show or even a series? Nah, Snowfall's not the way to go.
Yeah, it's just a drug show.
Coke.
It's just a drug show based on just how crack got into the U.S. and just the whole CIA's part on them bringing in drugs into the whole system and stuff. It's pretty dope. Godfather, those are two shows right now where I'm just stuck between. I don't know which show is better, and they're both black, like drug shows, like just how they ran their business. So it's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
You anything? Are you watching anything?
Honestly, been way too busy to even have a chance to even watch anything. I did watch a documentary talking about a hotel in LA, which is actually a real hotel. It's a real documentary where a girl traveled there from Toronto or from Canada. Sorry, I'm not exactly sure if from Toronto, and she ended up going missing, and she ended up being found dead in the water tank of the hotel. And yeah, that was a whole. I don't want to expose the whole thing if anyone is watching it and hasn't gotten to the whole thing, but it's been a whole series of just bacchanal, figuring out what is the truth, what's not the truth of where this girl went missing. But it's been crazy. So I'm really about like real stories or like real kind of shit. I'm not about the animated kind of shit still. So that's been a crazy series I've been watching.
I don't even like documentaries like that. To be honest,
I fuck with documentaries like that. I kind of want to know like what's popping like in the world, and like where should I not stay? Where should I stay? And like what's happening? It's a real hotel. This is actually a real story that actually happened a couple years ago, and just to know that kind of shit happened is just like, yo, I'm not going there. Like, fuck.
Where? Where is this? Where?
This was in Florida, I want to say.
Oh, niggas was already never going there. Anyways,
we're gonna end up going there, fam. Wait up on.
No,
we're gonna end up going there. But yeah, it's a real story, and just the way it worked out was just like absolutely crazy. And like again, I'm not gonna expose it, but when you watch the whole thing, it's mod. Now, actually, I'm gonna send it to you, DV, because I do want you to like watch it like on like when you don't have anything to watch, like you watch like a 1-2 story because it's so interesting and it keeps you like wanting to know what's happening, what's gonna happen next. Still.
Okay, bet. I'll take a look into it.
Oh yeah, it's called the Cecil Hotel.
The Cecil Hotel. Okay, dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Hundreds.
So with my little ADW coming up, I think it'll be dope if we talk about just Airbnb tips, and we do call ourselves B&B boys because we do be getting a lot of B&B. Well, we used to get a lot of B&Bs pre-COVID and stuff.
Before this whole goddamn COVID shit.
So what are some tips that we could give out to our viewers? And it sucks because I want to say, like, I have fire shit to talk about, but I want to save it until we come back. But we don't know.
Save it.
We don't know.
No, Didi, you're touching a good topic still. Touching a good topic. What are some tips for B&Bs?
I don't want to do. Yo, it's 200 on a first date too much. We can't be that podcast.
Relax.
We already did the her having hair one. Can't go back to
Oh
that.
God. No, we can't.
Okay, let's go.
Some good tips. Getting an Airbnb is one, figuring out parking, because I will never forget when me and DB went to an Airbnb and the man came and was like, "Yeah, parking is gonna be like $80 for the weekend." I'm like,
Mhm.
me and DB look at each other like, what?
Yeah, and he
Figure
took
out
a
your
while to
parking
come out
situation.
too. Yeah,
It took over an
facts.
hour, fam. We were bullying outside, drinking outside.
Yeah, that wasn't
And
cool
this
of
man
him.
came and said we have to pay $80 for parking.
And
Bruh, I was so bent.
he's lucky that that weekend was like a lit weekend.
It was a
Because
lit weekend, but
that
the
was annoying as fuck.
fam, and the thing is, you had to pay that up front. Like right when he said that, I'm like, well, we had to pay this man cash. Like, where's that shit go? So one, figure out your whole like message the person who has the Airbnb and make sure like all things are set. Make sure that all things are 100.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Facts. My other rule would be, or a little tip would be, if you are going to do like any B&Bs or anything, do it with someone who is reliable. Too many times people try to, or too many times before booking a spot or anything, people be like, "Yo, I'm down. Yo, we should definitely do this. Yo, we should do this for this and this." And it's all like, it's all just for convo. In
Yeah,
their head,
no,
they're
real
just
shit.
like, "I'm not really gonna do this," but
The
and
crazy
then
thing is,
yeah,
yeah, go ahead,
what's
DB.
up?
Go ahead, go ahead, go
No,
ahead.
what's up? Go.
The crazy thing is, like, the communication and like the relationship me and DV have, and even like all three of us with Matt as well too, is we can do something and like we know the other person's reaction where it's like, okay, I can do this and I know for a fact they'll be blessed. Do you know how many times DV has booked an Airbnb and then call me after the fact like, yeah, I booked the Airbnb for like June. Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'm like, nigga, what? And I'd be like, and he'll send it to me. I'm like, it's list though.
Yeah,
It's worth
because
the ball. It's like
I'm
we
only
know
looking
each other.
for the cheapest ones
Know your
and the ones with
people.
nice ones, like just the
Know your
nice looking
people.
ones and
That's
just hard views too. Like the
that's the
view,
same thing you're touching. Know your people. Know the people
yeah,
you're booking your Airbnb with. Know who you're gonna be pitching that Airbnb with. So make sure you're 100 with them. So because
facts.
if they don't fuck with the Airbnb, then like it's just like it's gonna be hard. And like you just said, like a lot of people just talk. A lot of people like, yeah, I'm about it. And then you hear they're about it, and you go and you book something, and you show them like, yo, it's gonna be 175 a man, and they're like 175. I was planning on paying
Oh
like
my
$20.
gosh. Ah!
$20. $20. To
Yeah,
touch
dead
on
ass.
what other rules or what should come
Tips.
with like when you're booking the Airbnb or tips, sorry. Make sure there's a grocery store, restaurant, something around there to make sure you can go get food because you can't always bring everything with you. You can't bring the kitchen sink and everything with you. So you gotta make sure you have proper, reliable things around you to go pick up stuff to bring back to the Airbnb
Yeah.
or things to do around the Airbnb too.
Also
That's big.
just uh just make sure you have dollars on you too. That is okay. So
Facts.
with Airbnb, what I've noticed as of late is, or actually not even as of late, they did this last year too, but they have a feature now where it's like you could pay half and half kind of thing, which is super fire and it makes a lot of sense because not everyone just has 400 or X amount of dollars to just drop there and then. So
Yeah.
what I did when that thing showed up says, do you want to pay X amount now or do you want to do a half seas? Half
Like half now, half
seas.
later.
Hell yeah.
Half an
The
hour, half later. Oh,
fuck?
that's blessed.
The
That's blessed.
fuck? Yeah. I pressed that
Okay.
shit with, oh my gosh. I love pressing that shit. I'm so
That's
happy.
lit. I didn't know. You know what you're saying? Funny.
What's up?
Out of all the, I probably stayed at like maybe 10 Airbnbs. I've never booked an Airbnb under my name. I've
Oh
tried
yeah,
one
because
time
they've been denying
and
you.
they denied me. They denied me. They denied me so quick. And I'm like, wow.
I have a
And I
lot
have a
of bad
professional
reviews
Facebook
actually.
page and everything. Like, bro, they denied me so quick. And since then, it's always been you. It's always been yo, DV. Book that shit, fam. Like,
Yeah,
there's no way I can't book that shit.
I get accepted for a lot of them, and then like the review on the one for the cottage was fucked up because like if you remember that host fucked up by booking two different like parties, right?
Facts.
So
The downstairs and the upstairs.
I had to
Fam, we
converse to the
booked the
old
whole
people.
house.
I had to converse to old people now, yo. This is not you. This is not y'all. Y'all got to cut, right? But
That
and
was
they
an
cut.
awkward moment.
That was so awkward. But thank God they're
I
nice.
started
So,
booking shit on my phone.
well,
I
you
was
may
about
have
to say, I'm
not.
about
You
to get the
may
fuck out of here.
your shit's about to decline too. They don't. Airbnb
Nigga, I
don't
was about
like
to book a
you.
hotel. I was about to
Airbnb
book a
don't like you.
hotel. Nigga, get the fuck out of Airbnb.
So yeah, after that, they wrote like the owners, right? Wrote a review
Yeah.
on us, and it's like,
What did it say? Because you never told me this.
I know it's
You
fucked
never
up.
told me this.
They're just like, well, he did say he was only coming with 3 people, but he ended up coming with like 8 to 10 people.
We had like 15. Like,
Bare heads, and we all left at the same time. I didn't like that the host was just waiting there for us to leave too. Like that was a little. Anyways, let's go back to our tips, Airbnb tips. Another one I will drop is if you are not ready and you see one that you like, just save it, but save it under
yeah,
like an
don't.
actual name. Just so it has somewhat of a filter and like you could organize it. You save that there and then you keep like every night
Check it.
every night check it check it if
Facts.
it's still available and see
Book
other
it.
ones that you could add as well too in
No,
your
that's
little
facts.
mix. Yeah, I
Figuring
didn't.
out what you're gonna do is big still. Like figuring out like what you can afford, what you can't afford, who's coming, who's not coming is like honestly like, and that's why I kind of rate you, DV, because like you're always booking these things and you don't even know like the real outcome of the whole thing. But at the end of the day, you're always so positive when it comes to like, yo, at the end of the day, it's still gonna be a lit time. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
how much it's gonna cost. That's why I kind of do rate you still. Oh shit.
Are you kind of rate me, or you like you do rate me? I don't like.
Nah, I kind of rate you still.
Okay, true. No, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah,
Okay.
nah, that just comes with just the trust of just having good, reliable friends too.
Feel
So you know, I could always count on just my people, and I'll never just randomly like we had conversations about the random one I booked before I booked
Yeah,
it.
we did.
So don't say it's like, yo, he just bought the shit and now he's pressuring me to come.
We
But
did.
yeah,
We did.
yo,
We
you
did.
just had to have the reliable people. It's
Facts.
important to have those people, and you could still. That's the funny thing is like you could still be best friends with someone, but they're just not reliable. We know the people that just
We
aren't
know.
reliable and
We
just
know.
not clutch with certain things or a
We
little
know.
flaky. So you
Little.
know, yeah, you keep
We
them at
know.
arm's reach. So you
No
keep them at
facts.
arm's reach. Yeah,
I like that saying. So you keep that orange juice. I like that stuff.
yeah.
That's big. That's super big stuff.
But yeah,
I'm gonna check out Matthew. Does Matthew? Oh, Matthew has a big tip. He had that tip about 10 minutes ago. Let me see what he has to say.
Don't say
Big
Matthew has a big
pause.
tip ever
Big
again.
Yo, what do you guys think about the government censoring what you're gonna post on all the social media platforms, all the major ones? It's like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and whatnot. This is like a new bill. Well, an amendment to Bill C-10 that the Liberals are trying to push through. What do you guys think about them regulating the internet, essentially?
Yes, Matt.
The
I
government
love
could
when
hold
Matt
my
does this
sack.
shit.
The government called my sack because I feel like the government are implementing so many different things where like literally as we speak right now they're listening on us, they're trying to understand what we're dealing with. I feel like they're so out of touch of what's going on in their community, in their whole thing, that they have to go through spying on us to actually understand what's going on. So I'm not rolling with all this bullshit, and the fact they want to pass something, they want to actually cover what we're talking about, censoring all the things that we do. So now I'm not rolling. I hate that bullshit.
Can you
Some
play?
bullshit.
Can you? Sorry, and I know this is probably annoying for the viewers, but can you play back Matt's thing? Can you? I want to hear it one more time. Can we do that or no?
Yes, I can. Let's run it back.
Yo, what do you guys think about the government censoring what you're gonna post on all the social media platforms, all the major
Censoring.
ones.
Okay.
It's like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and whatnot. This is like a new bill. Well, an amendment to Bill C-10 that the Liberals are trying to push through. What do you guys think about them regulating the internet, essentially?
Okay, well, if we look on IG right now and we post something a little gruesome or whatever, where it's about almost damn near anything, because even when it's COVID related, in the
Yeah, they
post,
add that. They
they're
add
gonna
that
add the
little
little
thing to it.
COVID thing. So honestly, I'm used to it already.
Yeah, we're
Like
used to it, but like, it's
I'm used to it
annoying.
already. And yeah, of course it's annoying, but what are
It's
men
annoying.
gonna really do? Like unless there is
But
a
like,
new
it's
social
crazy.
media platform that does something else, but I'm used to this shit. That's why even when Mal is deciding if he's gonna delete or keep IG just because like they're watching like everybody's shit, it's like fam, we've been knowing this. This is nothing new.
When you
This
guys,
ain't nothing new.
I didn't honestly, and I might be stupid for this. I really didn't take in what I was actually doing when I pressed the allow button. I really didn't read the terms and conditions when I was accepting the allow, like allow my location, allow all this shit, allow my microphone, allow all this shit. I'm now like after like we all spoke about it, I'm like, wait a fucking minute. Hold up.
Yeah,
These guys are listening on me.
of
What?
course.
Like
Yeah, they're
they
listening on
want me.
everything. So,
They want me to get the Apple Watch so they can track where I'm going. They want
mm-hmm,
me to have all these things on. Like it's
mm-hmm.
absolutely crazy. And the fact that like people are not really looking into this thing, just pressing allow because they're overthinking the fact that like, oh, I want this application on my phone. Let me just allow it. It doesn't matter. I want that feature on it. It's crazy to me. And now that I'm looking at it, I don't want any of that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. What do you mean?
I'm such an asshole. Who cares though? What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do?
No.
But what are you
Well,
gonna
at the same
do?
time, I'm gonna tell them no, listening to me. And anytime I'm having no conversation with anybody, my phone is going downstairs in the basement,
Well,
and
okay,
I'm gonna
now
go.
and you're being extra now. You're
No,
being
because
extra
I
now.
don't, I don't like, I don't like, I don't like the feeling of somebody actually sitting down with headphones on. Obviously, they're not sitting down with headphones on, but like someone actually taking my information and using it against me. I was actually even taking something in a couple
They're
weeks
not
ago.
using it against you. They're
Not using
using
it
it
directly.
to promote to you, to
No,
market to you.
I know, and I hate that. So that's the example I was getting into. The other day, I was outside with my girlfriend, and we were talking about how someone got something done to their house. Like someone got like a sign done, like they got their street name and the numbers done to their house.
Okay.
And that same night, I never, mind you, DV, mind you, Matt, I never searched any of this up. I only spoke to my girlfriend outside. The only people that were present with me is her and my phone. When I went back inside, spent my whole day, whatever the case may be, later that night, I went on my phone, I went on Instagram. The first thing I see is an ad for the same thing that me and her spoke about. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they quick with it.
How is
Do
that
you
possible?
did you have good connection to the FBI thing so that they
Bro,
could hear
get
you
the
properly?
fuck off me, bro. Get the hell
They're
out of
just
here.
trying to market to you.
But that's my point. I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Why do you have to listen like that? I don't like the algorithm. I don't like the fucking and the thing is, dude, it's not like my phone was open to anything. My phone was locked. My phone was sitting on the side of my house. And I'm here talking to my girlfriend about like, yo, that's actually pretty sick. I want to get that done to my house. And I come on IG later that day and I see the same thing that I'm talking about marketing to me. I don't like that shit. That's fried, bro. That's fried. That shouldn't even be allowed. But obviously I allowed it. So I don't fuck with it.
Obviously, I allowed it.
Obviously I allowed it.
That's what
I
it
pressed
goes
allow.
back to. That's what it goes back
That's
to.
crazy, bro. That's crazy. I don't like that at all, fam.
Hold on. Let's go.
Nah,
Bro.
it goes deeper than that. You guys got to realize that if they're listening to you and stuff, they can use this against you in terms of like
Yeah,
you being
yeah.
able to apply for loans,
Yeah.
you being able to like do certain things in society. There's a lot of things that they can do if they're constantly doing surveillance on you.
Facts. Facts.
There is a lot that they could do. They could hold shit against you. Shit. What is that show on Netflix? Oh my gosh, I totally and I know you probably don't know it either, but it's pretty much just a show on just futuristic things and just what happens if the government was to do this or if this was normalized and shit like that.
Oh, I see.
Um,
Yeah, I know.
so it's just funny that this is a thing now, and it has been a thing, but it's only going to expand more into different. Oh, girl's supposed to be on this.
Black Mirror. It's
Black
called Black
Mirror.
Mirror.
There we go. Black Mirror. Yeah. So Black Mirror already like teases stuff like this happening, right? And it does get crazy. Of course, like all mans know that this is only gonna get worse.
Of course.
Because if they're able to just market, then they're gonna be able to threaten and use shit against you as well, right? But that's the thing though. Aren't we supposed to trust our government?
Supposed to have zero trust in my government now.
Well, maybe
The way
just
things have been going with us has been absolute nonsense, absolute trash, and we haven't been getting anywhere. At the end of the day, we're hands down one of the worst of the whole province. So I don't look at my government as shit.
hopefully now, since last episode or last little teaser episode, I said Matt was gonna get into his bag for the email stuff. I know. Oh, so that's why Matt's scared because they're listening. That's why he didn't say anything. Yo, Matt, don't be a fucking pussy. You don't roll down. Come on. Fuck is you doing? Come on, man. I'm giving you time now to get in your bed. Tell us about the email stuff. I want our viewers to at least have the heads up, and we are supposed to use our platform responsibly as well.
Facts.
So I think this would be a dope time for just Matt to get into his bag. if he's not scared. If he's not scared.
I feel that.
I already told you guys, like, I don't roll with them at all. Like, I'm already gonna be a target. There's a friend of mine, he's already being surveilled by police. Like, they've already, like, a cop already contacted him. They're following his social media, all that kind of stuff. So anybody that speaks out is pretty much a target at this point.
Shit, oh fuck. Man, you're a pussy, you're scared. Man's scared.
You're a bitch.
This is Matt's first time being targeted. He thinks he's us now, Cordell.
Fam, welcome to the club, fam.
Holy shit. Nah, when we get back in the studio, we'll break it down, man. I know Matt's a little iffy saying this as well.
At the end of the day, it's actually crazy how much.
Hold on. He's back.
Oh shit!
What do you say?
Nah, I'm not scared. They can do what they want. Let's have at it. Let's see what they can do.
Yes, man. I like.
Honestly, I'm gonna say from now, I want no smoke, zero smoke.
Nah, we getting into details, and you know what? That's one of those ones where we had to hold for like in studio stuff. When do you guys think we'll be back to the studio? Let's just put that out for our audience, and that's like when things loosen up and everything. But
they're supposed to be open back up by May 20th. So I'm saying back in the studio by May 23rd. If everything goes by as planned.
Well, shit. And what does that even look like? Like, do you guys think they'll limit things, like just go say like 5 people type shit, or?
If it's back to the 5 people thing, well, we're back to potting at the end of the day, back in the studio. But I'm honestly just looking forward to summer where it's like warm, it's nice, where we can actually have that like 20 people at like people's houses. And like,
that's deep. That's a lot of people, girl.
That's 20? No. But that's what I'm looking forward to, and I'm hoping for ours.
Oh yeah, that's gonna.
I'm not asking for too much because I already know we're not gonna get what we want. But I'm hoping for just be able to hang out with our friends, with our family.
Nah, in 2022, that's gonna be dope when we do that.
2022, no.
Yeah, you talking about? Yeah,
I'm talking about this year. I'm talking about in like 2 months from now. I'm hoping to be able to hang out with at least 20 of my friends.
Yeah, that'll be nice in 2022. Let's see what Matt has to say.
Oh
I
my
think we
God.
get back in the studio like maybe June,
Oh fuck.
possibly July. I'm saying
Oh,
hopefully
fuck.
July, but
No, what?
I'm hoping June.
Not July.
Oh shit!
Not July.
I'm honestly I'm just going with the flow. I'm using my talking face lines on the pod now. I'm just gonna
Not
go with the
July.
flow. Cause this shit right now, my nigga, this is crazy. This shit is crazy, and I'm still seeing just bare people outside. I liked, actually no, I loved the fact they were doing the exercises outside in Toronto. That was dope on the weekend. That was so lit. It was just look beautiful. The people just doing something physical. That's just dope. And shit, my ass didn't do shit all weekend, but I watched y'all, and I was just like, oh, bet. And actually, that made me start to stretch and shit. I was doing a little like stretching.
Guys said start to stretch.
Yeah, yo, I'm okay. Be real. Before the thing comes over, and you know you're about to back, and this is gonna be the end of this, by the way.
Bet.
Do you stretch? Do
No.
y'all stretch?
No.
See,
What the fuck am I stretching for?
Cordell's boy. Cordell don't got that fire.
I'm not fucking stretching, nigga. I'm not. Nigga, you need to stretch. I don't need to fucking stretch.
What do you
I'm
mean?
active. What the fuck do you do that's active? You don't do nothing.
You don't do shit. I
What the
know what
fuck
you
do
do. I work with
Nigga, shut
you.
the
You
fuck
tell
up.
people what to do. The fuck?
You don't do nothing active.
What?
You need to stretch before you go to work. I mean, before you do anything. Get
Yeah,
that
that
fine.
is before I go to work. That is before I go to work. What are you talking about? Nah, I actually
DV.
do a lot during at my work. If you know what my work is, since you know what my work is, I do
I'm
a
not gonna
lot
expose what your
and a
work
lot
is,
of
but like
and a lot of heavy lifting too. At that.
DV, you're to compare my work to your work when it comes to
No.
stretching.
No.
Fuckery.
I'm
Stop
just
right
talking
now.
about stretching overall. I do shit during the day where it's like I need to stretch before this. I'm showing you. I can't just be like
And
I legit.
I feel like I do enough work at work that it stretches out my body that I'm okay. I'm loose enough to get the poke squatting. I'm okay. I'm good. I can do the splits. What's the splits in this thing?
Hold on.
Says the man before he gets injured back in a gal.
That's just an excuse. Like, I don't know what Matt's using. Matt,
Yeah,
that's your main
facts,
excuse.
facts, man,
That's just an
facts, man.
excuse to get out of the pokes. Come on
Nah.
now.
Like, sometimes you need to stretch before you get into some folks, just
Never.
so you
Never.
are feeling loose. So you could even, and it don't even matter, by the way, you could work and still be like, yo,
No, of course. I'm just talking
my
in general.
shit, my muscles and everything's like so tight, so I gotta stretch and loosen up. Fucker.
I honestly think I've never stretched once entering some pokes. Never once.
Okay.
Don't need to.
All right.
Like I said, I can bust the splits and still back some pokes right after the blood class splits. I can bust some pokes while I'm in the splits. Cut the nonsense. You're bucking out anyway.
All right, guys. And FBI people listening. That was it for our Stereo Sunday segment. Continue to listen to us on Spotify. We will drop a 1-2 segment from just past episodes on there.
We are just getting started, man. I'm telling you, we're just getting started on these Sundays.
Yes.
We're honestly only going to get better.
Facts. So,
We're only going to get better.
Thank you guys for listening. Episode 2 of Stereo Sundays is done. Roundtable. We out.
Let's get it, man. Let's go.